Microsoft Intune. It's the next step for many organizations in moving to the cloud, but doing it the manual way is slow, tedious, and inconsistent. But what if it wasn't? What if it only took 3 clicks?
My name is James Graham and I am the EMEA Field CTO for Rimo3. And in this short video, I'm going to show you how Rimo3 can migrate applications to Microsoft Intune and also compare this against doing that activity manually. For those of you that don't know, the Rimo3 Cloud platform is an intelligent and scalable solution that automates packaging, testing, modernization, and the migration of Windows applications to modern environments. It simplifies migrations and day-to-day workspace maintenance for applications. And I'm now going to show you the Rimo3 way of importing the same application into Intune. So first of all, we head over to the Rimo3 console. Let me just do a quick search on that Ultramon application that we used. So I'm going to head over to the discovery information about this application. So you can see here that Rimo3 platform has already discovered this application and knows everything about it. And in just 3 clicks, so that's just 3 clicks, I am going to trigger the wrapping of this application and the import into Intune. So from here we can view the sequence, and it shows us the process of Rimo3 automating the process of wrapping the application as an Intune.win file and then uploading that file into Intune. So that completes in a matter of seconds. And when we scroll back over to Intune and hit the refresh button, we can see that Ultramon application is now in Intune as a .intune win file and is ready to be deployed to end users or end user devices. Simple as that, just 3 clicks and a matter of seconds, and that app is in Intune, ready to go. I'm going to show you how you can manually prepare a simple application for Microsoft Intune and in the process of manually adding it to Intune. So for this, we use the Microsoft Win32 Content Prep tool to pre-process Windows Classic apps. So this tool converts application installation files into the .intune win format. The tool also detects some of the attributes that Intune requires to determine the application installation state. And after you use this tool on the app installer folder, you'll be able to create a Win32 app in Intune by adding the created .intune win app to Intune. So in this simple demo, I'm going to run the Intune win app utility against a simple application called Ultramon. We have our MSI file and setup files all nicely organized and ready to be wrapped as an Intune win file. Now it's just a case of running the utility, referencing the setup folder, setup file, and of course the output folder. Okay, so let me open up a terminal session. First, I navigate to the relevant folder, and from there then I can run the Intune WinApp utility specifying the command line parameters. So I use -c to identify the setup folder, in this case C drive Intune Ultramon folder, and inside that folder we have all the required setup files for this application. Then I use the -s switch to point at the setup file, so C drive Intune Ultramon and then the MSI file name in this instance. And finally I use the -o to pass the output folder. So this is essentially where the utility will create that .intune win file and place it there for us. And now we run the utility and we can see that didn't take very long. Now it's completed, nice and simple. And we can see from File Explorer that we now have a .intune win file all ready to be added to Intune. Okay, so next up we're going to now add that .intune win file that we created to Intune. So for this we head over to the Intune Admin Center and we navigate to the All Apps blade, and from here we can click on Add, and from the app type selection we select Windows app, so Win32 app under the Other heading. From there then we can select the app package file. So when we do that, the box steps up on the right and then we can browse for our .intune win file that we've created. So we select that and then the information appears and then we can click OK. And then that leads us to the app information page where we have some required details. So for this simple demo, we'll just focus on the required information just to get this through the process. So here we'll add the publisher name, and so you can see here that it's pre-populated our install and uninstall commands. We now have the option to set up some of our return codes that we may have. So we've already discovered this application and we know that we need to add a few more return codes For example, we have 1612, which is a failed return code, and I'll just go ahead and add the other return codes that we know of also. So 1619, 1620, and finally 1654. Once that's done, we can click on Next. So from here, we can input the requirements. So we know that this is a 64-bit application, so therefore we require a 64-bit OS. And then we just select 21H2 for the purpose of this demo as the required OS. Next up, we need to manually add a detection rule. So as this is just a simple MSI, we can create a MSI detection rule, fairly straightforward. So once that's done, we click Next. For the purpose of this demo, we will ignore the dependencies, supersedents, and scope tags. And of course, assignments. We just want to get this app into Intune. And from here, we can review and finally create that application object in Intune. So that will commit the information to Intune, and it will also trigger the upload of the .intune win file. So from here then we can review the properties of the application object that we've created. And then if you head back to the apps blade, you will see that application there now, and which is now deployable in Intune. So what I've just shown you is the manual method of wrapping a very simple application and then adding it to Intune by just populating the required information to get it there. What was clear is that that was quite a fair amount of manual effort, and we didn't even include the discovery of that application and its associated information. And also in the process, it took around 5 minutes in total from an elapsed time perspective, and I counted around 36 plus mouse clicks, which is quite heavy when you start to multiply that effort required to a full application estate.